Harold with Quest Software. Today we want to talk to you about some of the new solutions that we have coming out very shortly. I believe most of them by the end of this year. Some of the solutions that we have now available. So what I want to do is first introduce Matthias Sundling, who's going to show us some of the highlights of VFog Lite 6.5 and some of the new capabilities that we're adding into the product and extending beyond virtualization and getting into Active Directory Exchange monitoring aligned with virtualization. Then I want to show you some of our VFog Lite storage product, which helps us get all the way down to the individual spindle of NetApp and EMC arrays, and we're going to work with Alex to show you some of the high-level details of the new VFog Lite storage solution. So without further ado...
My name is Matthias Sundling. I work for Quest Software. I'm going to do a quick demo of VFog 6.5, go over the new features. As you can see here, the welcome screen has changed since the previous versions. And our goal here with this new release is to make it simplified, easier to use for the customers, as well as introduce some new key features. Over here, you can see an overview of the virtual infrastructure. See the current state of the infrastructure. The storage environment, which a lot of the cases are the problems in a virtualized environment. Alex Sapp is going to show that later here. A new product called VFog Storage that looks into the storage arrays, fiber infrastructure and everything to understand where the problems are in the virtualized storage environment. Hyper-V is a new supported platform for us. We don't see that really big adoption of that platform yet, but still we see a few customers that are looking at doing both VMware and Hyper-V. Automation is a new capability here in 6.5 where we can automatically have workflows that take care of different issues. For example, a memory limit for VMs. We have remediation that actually go in. You can just run workflows automatically that resolves those issues. So you don't have to worry about manage that from vCenter client normally. Capacity planning helps you to see that the current utilization and also taking account of the historical data and plan for the future, so you can see when you will run out of capacity. So you know ahead of time that you are running out with CPU or memory or those resources within 30 days. So you can be more proactive instead of doing firefighting. You can get an alarm up front saying that you will have a capacity issue in 60 days or something like that. So it helps to be more proactive. As now Vision Core are part of Quest Software, we now have the capabilities of drilling into the application layer as well. AD, Exchange, key components for most customers have the capabilities to see, for example, Exchange, looking at the mail servers, performance, if all functions are operational, response times, and those things. Not only that the VM is running, but we can see that the services are operational and with good response times. Same with AD, make sure that domain controllers, FSMO roles, all those really important things in AD are up and running. Chargeback is a possibility to charge customers or your internal IT for depending on their usage of the infrastructure to make sure that you can easily bill out the cost for running the virtual infrastructure. And finally, larger organizations, they usually have their administration in different groups like Windows, Unix, Linux. So just to give the different groups a quick overview of how their platforms are running.
Hi, my name is Alex Sapp and I work for Quest. And I'm going to show you VFog Lite storage, something new that just went GA about 5 weeks ago, and we're showing it off here at VMworld as well. So what we're looking at here is after we've agentlessly collected from vCenter, your switch fabric, your storage arrays such as EMC or NetApp, and we support NetApp from both a LUN and volume perspective. What we're able to see is a quick picture past the data store to the physical storage, and we're able to do statistics, including latency, all the way from your storage on the ESX host to the LUN itself. In addition to that, specifically, we're able to show you the latency and the queue depth. Now, when you get to this level, a lot of people stop. We actually go further and show you the underlying disks, which are part of that LUN, and we'll show you the performance of each of those disks. And we'll show you errors, we'll show you operations, such as IOPS, the amount of data that's actually being written. Then, in addition to that, we can dive down even further and dive into the fabric and show you how your ESX hosts are connecting back to the LUN. And in addition to that we'll show you your fabric switches. In those fabric switches, we can show you the performance metrics, the amount of data that's being received, frames, and link and performance errors. Then from there, we can show you the innards of what's going on your storage array or filers with the performance at the port level, and very importantly, at the controller itself. So at your storage controller, we can take a look at all the different operations, but specifically latency. So if the CPU and the memory of the controller is being pushed beyond what it was designed for or capacity of, your latency will start to go up and you will be severely impacted on your VM application. All right. Additionally, what we can do is quickly take a look at all your data stores. We can see which ones have plenty of room, which ones do not, which ones are over allocated and could be possibly reclaimed or provisioned. But we're showing you from the data store all the way to the array, okay, and all of the errors that are associated with any of these things, objects on the screen here. Now, the feature which we introduced, which no one else has right now, is the fact that you can roll back your topology to a few hours back or to a point in time. So not only can you roll back the errors and the utilization levels, but what you can also do is you can roll back the exact topology and compare what you have today to what you had a week ago. So when somebody comes here and says, oh, up until a week ago, our utilization was great, the application was performing well, but something changed. Well, what changed? So we can quickly take a look back and see exactly compared today and from a week ago or another point in time. And that's pretty much it. We're providing the visualization beyond the data store, all the way down to the disk, through your fabric, to give you more input into your environment. Thank you.